Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, I guess, depending on where you are. I am going to work on setting up a new computer that I just bought. And if I can, I'll try to get that new computer up on the stream. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Hello, Network Bib. How are you? We'll see how this goes. All right. What's up, Victor? How are you? Bring this a little closer to me. They gave me a mouse. Obviously, everybody wants a wired mouse, which I guess is probably helpful. If it's the first one, if it's the if you don't have one. Oh, it also comes with a keyboard. That's hilarious. Network Bib, my streak is gone. I couldn't watch your streams because school and work. Well, yeah, man, you got a life, you know. You gotta take care of life first. Oh, I probably should update. I should probably put a. Oh, let's see. I'm setting up a new computer. If you are new and curious about what we are doing, just type "what bro doing." Should be a link in there. Let's see, what bro doing. I put the link in there. But it's basically it's an HP G9 mini. It's like a little mini PC. But it has 64 gigabytes of RAM and 2 terabytes SSD, and the processor is an i7 14700. It was on sale on Amazon for like a 100. It was on sale for 50% off. So it was normally like a $2,000 computer, and I got it for $1,000. Kyrie TV. Hello, Kyrie, or Kriti. I don't know what the helicopter's about. Network Bib. I think I have a lot of latency. Did you build it yourself? No, I did not. I did not build it myself. I found it on Amazon. I've been kind of trolling. Amazon for a mini PC for like 8 or 9 months, and I had kind of had my eye on like a few of them, and then the other day, like Thursday night or whatever it was, I was scrolling through Amazon and I saw, oh wow, this thing's 50% off. So I immediately ran into my bedroom where my wife was and was like, hey, do you mind if I spend $1,000 on a new computer, even though I already have 6 computers? So we're gonna try to get this at least set up to where I can show the screen on stream and then start working through it. So we'll see how this goes. Install Linux on it. Yeah. No, it's gonna be a Windows machine. I mean, it may be in a future world. I'll probably retire it to be a home server whenever I upgrade again, like in 2 or 3 years. But for now, it's gonna be it's just gonna be my desktop PC here at the house for doing stuff. Like this and a keyboard. Who actually wants to use a keyboard like this? I mean, it's not that it's the look of it. It's that it has like, I don't like full size keyboard. Like, who wants a number pad? I do not want a number pad. Well, what should we do first? I guess we should plug it in, huh? Victor, you have 6 computers, use Linux on one, learn it, good for programming. Oh, I know Linux. I mean, I have 2 VPSs that I run that run Ubuntu, and I use WSL on my Windows machine. So I know Linux. I don't want to use Linux as a daily driver. Personally, I just don't have an interest in it at the moment. Because then, if you do productivity and content related stuff, and you run Linux as a daily driver, you're either gonna be forced to spend a whole lot of time figuring out how to build things from source, or you're gonna have to maintain 2 different setups, which is kind of a pain in the butt. I don't know. It came with a stand, so I guess this like sits in there like that. Uh-oh. I don't know. I don't know where this is actually gonna live, so it could be somewhere else. Network bib, 60% keyboard on top with numpad to the left. Yeah, no numpad. I don't need one. What's up, Ducky Dev? How are you? Not gonna lie, if he has 6 computers, run a home lab. Well, all the I mean, maybe 6 is. Let's see, 1, 2. I guess I have 5. I guess I have 5 computers. They're all laptops. And I do have a VPS. I do have a VPS. I'm not including that in the count, so I guess that is 6. But I use my VPS as kind of like home lab, I guess you would say. Nice cut. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. I try to get a haircut like once every 3 or 4 months. I try to go as long as I can without getting one. I got one like in January, and then obviously I just got one here in May. 100 subs till 2K. Yeah, I don't know how many subs we are till 2K. I try not to worry about that number too much, because one of these days that number is probably going to plummet. Hey, Kumar, what's up, man? Long time no see. Good to see you back. How do you hide from the feds? I don't. I don't have to hide from the feds, because I follow the law. When it comes to the federal government, I do not fuck around and find out. All right, let's plug this in. I seem to have misplaced a cord already. Oh, don't worry, I found it. You could host your bot on the home lab if you do those laptops. I have like no, the bot is hosted on the home lab. The bot is hosted on the VPS here underneath my desk. So I have a VPS here underneath my desk, and then I have a VPS in Oracle's cloud. But yeah, the bot right now is hosted on the VPS under the desk. It's not anything fancy. It's like an old Dell Optiplex. It's 16 gigabytes of RAM and I think a terabyte SSD. It's not like a big beefy machine, but it can run a few containers. I think I have 15 containers running on it right now. Hello, Talha. How are you? Long time no see. Lalit. Big tech helps them. I have no idea what you're talking about, Lalit. I have no idea what you're talking about. I currently have 4 servers. Oh, dude, yeah. So you got a home lab. Wow, they draw a terabyte a day. I'm sure your ISP loves that, huh? Also, it's been a minute, Ducky Dev. Where have you been? What have you been doing? You've been quiet. Alright, I'm going to try to set up a capture card to capture this. I don't know how well this is going to work. Talha, I'm good. Nice haircut, by the way. Oh, appreciate it. Thanks, man. Yeah. I try to prioritize having plenty of money for the wife and kids to get their haircuts whenever they need it, and then I try to go as long as I possibly can without getting one. No, this should be in. Okay, so that goes in the computer. Okay, this goes in. This goes into the capture card. And then this goes into the other computer that I'm streaming from. Oh, I've got way. You guys don't even want to see the nightmare of cord mess right now. This is awful. I'm just going to run the cords everywhere. It's just going to be a mess, and I'll figure it out where everything goes after the stream is over. Ducky Dev, I just couldn't catch up to streams lately. I fixed my sleep schedule, so I can't. I have school at 8 a.m., so I can't watch. Oh, no worries, man. Yeah, you got to do what's best for you. Lalit, I'm trying to get your take on cybersecurity. Tucker Carlson said his signal messages were intercepted by the NSA. So I'm not a cybersecurity professional, and I do not play one on TV. So I guess my opinion is don't reuse the same password across multiple accounts. Use a strong password. Don't be a streamer and leak secrets during streams. I have no idea. I'm not a cybersecurity professional. Kumar, who would you suggest to not have a home server and why? I don't know if I would suggest anybody doesn't have a home server. I think the question is, probably the bigger question is, when do you ever expose the home server outside of your home network, right? That's probably the bigger question. But I think if you're interested in computers and you want to have the ability to self-host things, why not have a home server, right? Ducky Dev's got the hookup with his ISP. Nice, dude. Hey, what's up, Stefan? Stefan, new PC. Yeah, new PC. The link is in, if you're curious what the PC is, What Bro Doing has a link to it on Amazon. But the high level, it's a HP Mini G9. It has an i7 14700, 64 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabyte SSD. That's kind of the high level specs. It was kind of an impulsive purchase. It's something I've been looking at buying for like the last 12-ish months, and on Thursday night I saw it was like 50% off. So I was like, I'm gonna grab this. This is too good of a deal to just pass by. What's up, Bacon? Sorry I missed you entering the chat, man. I hope you're doing well. Victor, dude, do you listen to rock or metal? I'm not a big metal person. I do like, there's some rock music I like. I like all genres of music, but I don't typically listen to much metal. I've been listening to a lot A lot of Machine Gun Kelly. I really like Machine Gun Kelly, which I know it's very polarizing, but I like him. All right, you might hear a sound. I'm gonna disconnect one of my monitors from my stream, and I'm gonna connect that to my capture card. Trying to do all this without wrecking anything. Okay, so the capture card is plugged in. Which I think is good. Now I'm going to turn on the mini PC. What's going to happen if I switch the scenes? Okay, nothing. So let's see if we can get the capture card up here. Let's see, capture card. Okay, it's showing up. So that's good. Okay, let's set that. Oh god, now I'm just completely dark. All right, I'm just gonna put this like, it's gonna be messy for a second, guys, so hang in there. Call one live. Oh, nice, dude. You stream too? Very cool. Stefan, my dad got me a new scythe handle. Life is good now. Nice. Makes scything a little easier, huh? Recommendations, Credence, Clearwater. Recommendations for what? Also, Credence Clearwater is fine. All right, I'm gonna try to turn this on, see what happens. I think it's trying to boot up. Yep. Okay, but the capture card's not picking anything up yet. It is getting to my monitor, though. Sure. Why would the capture card not be picking up the... There we go. Okay, here we go. So let's make this a little bigger. Actually, I'm just going to make it the same size as my other. Let's see. Sorry, one sec. Okay, so we'll make this edit transform. We're gonna make this size is, let's see, 1080 by 720. No, that can't be right. This looks too small. How do I just reset this? There we go. Alright, well, I'm just going to move this window around until I get to a point where I'm actually doing something. All right, now I should probably plug in. Stefan, is it me or is the stream frozen? Oh yeah, I think the stream is frozen. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. I think when I was switching, I think when I was putting the capture card on the screen, I also screwed up the camera. Give me a break. This is my first time doing this, okay? Be kind. Thank you, Stefan, for saying something though. Because if you hadn't have said anything, I wouldn't have ever noticed. Appreciate you. Duck D's, got any plans for after the stream day? I think at some point we're gonna try to go swimming. It's supposed to be 83 today, so I think we're gonna get out of the house and take my boys swimming. You know, at the beginning of the stream, I was making fun of the fact that they sent the mouse and the keyboard with it, but now I'm kind of happy they did. Stefan, why not Linux on this PC? I guess you won't do any gaming on it. Because I'm planning to use, I might use it to stream from, and I might use it for some content creation. So for now, it's going to be a Windows PC, just a desktop, and maybe in the future I'll turn it into a VPS if I ever. I shouldn't say if I ever, because I know I will. I will upgrade again at some point, and whenever I do that, I might turn this into a Linux box. I just, you know, the whole daily driving a Linux machine, I don't want to have a computer that I use for productivity stuff and then a computer I use for development. Victor, OBS works great on Linux. Oh, I haven't tried it. I haven't tried OBS then on Linux. I should probably explore that then. And DaVinci Resolve. Okay, well, maybe I should explore that idea. All right, we're gonna start to try to set this thing up. Like I hate the appearance of my stream right now, but like I'm not sure there's a better solution at the moment until I get into past the initial setup modals. Let's see, we are in the US. No, I do not want to add a second layout. Let's see, no, I do not want to connect to that. I want to connect to this one. Do not leak my Wi-Fi password. I'm gonna turn that off for a second. Let's see. I don't even remember what it is. It's been a minute since I've entered my Wi-Fi password. Okay, I'm connected now. Also, I'm gonna zoom in I feel like I'm real far away from you guys. There we go. That's a little better. Victor, I'm planning on running Linux as my laptop is getting old. Nice, yeah. That's a thought I've had about with this MacBook, this old MacBook Pro. I've kind of had a thought about installing Linux on it and using it as like another VPS, because I don't know. I just don't use Mac OS that often. Okay, next. Alright, we gotta check for updates, obviously. Ducty sign. I run Windows 11 on an Anthon dual core with 2 GB of RAM and a 4200 Radeon. Wow, with just 2 GB of RAM? That's crazy. Ducky Dev, what the fuck? I just made 6,000. Stocks got me rich. How did you just make $6,000? That's crazy. Okay, obviously I'm gonna sit here and read the license agreement. So everybody, hold on to your hats, okay? We're gonna go through this licensing agreement line by line, word by word. It was last updated June of 2021. God, remember how different life was in June of 2021? Jesus. No, I'm just kidding. We're just gonna accept it blindly. Let's name your device. What did I call? This is a G9 mini. Oops, typing on the wrong thing. I've got multiple keyboards here, and that's gonna happen more than once. Mini. G9 800. Yeah. Although I think I'm just gonna make it I guess that's no different than what I had, but okay, next. Ducky Dev reading with Stephen Freeborn. Yes, now it's time for story time, where we listen to somebody read a license user agreement. Protected by HP Wolf Security. Ducky D's, yes, I can only watch YouTube at 480p, but it gets me by. Yeah, I mean, dude, I would never dunk on anybody's hardware or anybody's specs ever. Like, we all work with what we got, and I was just super surprised that that you only had 2 GB of RAM, and had things working. Let's see, set up for personal use. Yes, this will be for personal use. Unlock your. Yeah, I should sign in. Hide the capture card. Next. Gotta do the MFA stuff. Let's see. Welcome back. You're invited to use your new PC with your familiar settings already in place. All you need to do is restore your backups saved on your previous PC. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I want to just set this up fresh, right? See, more options. Yeah, I just want to set it up as a new PC. That's more fun. It's a more chore, but it's more fun. Yeah, I mean, this isn't anything new. Like, the processor in this is a year old, right? So it's not like cutting edge stuff. Okay, we'll create a pin real quick. All right. I promise I'm gonna fix the screen layout thing once I get past all this. Let's see. Tailored experience. I won't find my device on. Yeah, I honestly don't care. So, except I'm just gonna let Microsoft have all my data. And I don't need to customize it for any of those things. Is this thing talking at all right now? I guess I should have probably asked you. Well, you guys probably can't hear it because it's not actually coming through my capture card. I have no audio. I don't need to do this. Use your phone from your PC. I just skip this. Gosh, there's a lot of prompts in here. Not now. You cannot have my browsing data. You can have all my other data, but you cannot. I already have a 365 account. I don't need a free one. I do not want to join PC Game Pass. And now we're checking for Windows updates. The best part of a Windows computer. Mark all privacy ops off for Microsoft. Oh, I just let him in. I let him in the door. Oh man, look at. I don't think you guys can see because it's too small. Let me try to make it a little bit bigger. It's well, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me move down. Yeah, move down. I want this to be behind my camera. How do I do that? There we go. This is our downloading progress right now. 19%. Actually, it's going pretty fast actually on Wi-Fi. That's good. So we shall just sit here and wait. I'm actually really happy they sent this keyboard and mouse because that made setting this up while streaming so much easier. Hello, Poya. I think that's how you say your name, Poya. I apologize if I mispronounced it. Dragon Slayer 420, you're cute. Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. My wife thinks so too. Or at least that's what she tells me. Mark Leager. I use the debloat script from Chris Titus on my Windows installs to get rid of all the clutter. Okay, I should look that up. Chris Titus? Chris Titus debloat. Install programs, tweak fixes, updates. Oh wow, it has like a nice GUI too. That's pretty cool. Ducky Dev. I just theme Linux to Mac OS. I feel like that's what a lot of people end up doing. If you look at the setup that DHH put together for Ubuntu, I think it's for Ubuntu. His setup looks a lot like Mac OS. I forget the name of the setup he created. It's called like OCam, DHH, OCam something or other. DHH Linux setup. I don't even know how to pronounce this. But this is the setup that he published. DHH Linux setup. Jan, like setting up a new computer, eh? Yes, I am. I am setting up a new computer. It was a very impulsive decision to purchase it on Thursday evening, but it was something I'd been looking at for like the last 8 months or so, 12 months, because I wanted something that had more RAM. And when I was scrolling through Amazon on Thursday evening, I saw that one of the computers I had been kind of eyeing was 50% off. It was like normally like a $2,200 spec, and it was on sale for like $1,000. So I was like, honey, can I buy this? Indie Motor Fun, more coding for the win. Yes, that is what we're going to be doing on this computer once we get it set up. Play the surf game. Can you play it? I thought it was just like an ad. Oh, you can't play. Okay, nice. Alright, so how do I play this? Look at me. I'm a pro. Oh, you get like faster as you go. And you're... Oh, God! Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead again. I'm not a game streamer. This is hilarious that they put this in the setup. Has this always been here? Nobody can stop me now. Oh, God. I died. Should we play again? Hello, Inspire. How are you? Good to see you again, man. Oh. How long do you think we could keep going straight for without dying? Yes, it's an edge too. Oh, okay, cool. I did not know this existed. That's a nice little Easter egg, isn't it? Do you think this is making it install slower though? By playing this? Because if playing this is making it install slower, I'm not helping anybody right now. Welcome to my stream today, guys. In today's episode, we're going to be playing the surf game on stream from the Windows setup menu. If you press F, it activates speed boost. Oh, it does. Ducky Dev has obviously played this a time or two. Why do you need a game in a browser? I don't know. Easter eggs like that are fun, you know? I mean, developers have to have something to do. We're almost there, though. 84%. Stefan said, imagine a system being so bloated that you have legit game installed in your, or you have a legit game inside your installer. All right, here we go. Oh, don't worry, now the updates are underway. Oh, you're bored? What about a dino game in your browser? Yes, it would behoove all of us to touch grass. Agreed. You should be touching grass regularly, getting the sunshine. Hey, what's up, Toad Sage? How are you? The bloatness is the reason I hate Windows. Well, we have a chatter here who actually told me there's a tool I can use to debloat it pretty easily. It's made by a guy named Chris Titus. I've never used it before. Stefan. Why can't it just be like it was with Windows XP? I don't know. I wasn't a big XP user. I was a Mac-OS fanboy. I still am. I still love Mac OS. I just unfortunately can't afford their hardware these days. Inspire, like, go for a run if you're bored, or lift some weights, or do some yoga. Yeah, 1,000 times better. Probably a more productive use of time. Stefan, I told you about that, Steven. Oh, did you really, Stefan? You told me about the Chris Titus utility? I guess I had forgot about it. Toad Sage, yes. Yeah, I can feel you, Steven, yeah. Well, I appreciate you understanding me. I'm appreciate that Toad Sage is on board with what I'm saying. Man, this thing has to. This is going well. How many more times do you think it'll restart? Toad says Mac's hardware is good, but the software. Oh, you don't care for Mac software? Yeah, Indie Motor Fun. That actually that was the most experience I had with XP, was playing games on it. One of my friends growing up, his name was Craig Yeoman. Him and his family had a computer, and his mom and dad let them put games on the computer. Unlike my dad worked in IT, and he did not think computers were for gaming. So that was like the best part of going over to my friend's house, was we would play like Ages of Empire, or Age of Mythology on their Windows XP computer. It was awesome. All right, well, I guess now I'm at the point where now I have to start doing stuff. Then I'm gonna fix the screen too on stream. I'm gonna make the screen look like it normally does. I don't know if I'll actually do the complete setup of this on stream. I kind of have half a mind to only put on the PC what I need when I need it, because I don't want to load it up with stuff that I don't really ever use. You know how that happens with a computer, right? You like slowly accumulate software that then you never touch again. Well, Ducky Dev, you better fix your Ubuntu install. Windows keeps telling me it's only going to take a few minutes, but it's definitely taken more than a few minutes. We're almost there. Oh boy. Look at us. Okay. Now I need to fix the screen. Give me one second. And I'm gonna fix my screen up here. Let's see, that's 14 pixels off the edge. So this one. That's fine. And then edit transform. We want to crop left or crop right? I think we want to crop right. Yep. Oops, nope. Let's see, what's 1080 divided by 540? There we go. Oops. I think that looks pretty good. All right. So now, oh, it's already syncing over my desk. It's already syncing over my desktop icons, which I hate. So we're gonna do show more options. No. What is it? Don't show. Okay, cool. All right, so the first things first here, let's figure out the taskbar situation. So we don't need task view, we do not need widgets, we do not need a search box. What else? Taskbar alignment. The taskbar is going to be aligned left because I don't know why you would ever put it in the center. Don't show badges, don't flash, that's annoying. Okay. I don't need Outlook. Unpin that, unpin the store, unpin everything. I don't want anything on here. And I don't like anything to be in the system tray like that. What else? We're going to browser, app and browser control. What does this do? Yeah, we'll turn this on, that's fine. We'll trust Microsoft to protect us. Okay, now let's see, display settings. 100%, yep. Let's see, advanced display, 60 Hertz. Okay, that's good. All right, and then we also need, this should not be light mode. Let's see, background image. I just always use the same one. Let's see, pictures, desktop pictures. We need to get out of light mode. Put me in dark mode. Oh, you can install themes now? I didn't know this was a thing. That's cool. I guess I've never paid attention to that before in Windows. Alright, well, we're making progress. What do you guys think? Ducky Dev, Steven, if you need licenses, I can hook you up with some of those sweet, sweet licenses. I don't know if that, is that a good, I don't think I want your licenses. That sounds sketchy. See you, Inspire. Enjoy your food. If you come back, great, but no worries. Toad Sage, hey Steven, a quiz. Why 6 afraid of 7? I have no idea. Because 7, 8, 9? Alright, I do have some documentation on how I set up my... Let's Let's see, start settings. I do not show me most recent. No. 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 Okay. Why it's unpin. 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 Do I have to do this one by one? I guess so. I don't want anything in here. Get rid of it all. Why is LinkedIn installed? That's the bloatware you guys were talking about. Let's actually, I guess let's go in. Let's actually uninstall everything we don't need, huh? Alright, let's see what's on here. So, Clipchamp I'm going to leave because I actually like Clipchamp. I don't think I need Cortana, do I? I don't really need Copilot. I don't use that. I don't need this. I don't think I need this. I don't need Microsoft Bing. Oh, you can uninstall Microsoft Bing. Okay. I don't need Microsoft News. Microsoft everything's on here. I don't need Outlook. This is the stream, people, so if this is not very exciting, I understand. Indie Motor Fun. I should change my PC wallpaper to my phone's wallpaper. Black void of distant space. Go for it, man. Yeah, make a black void. Ducky Dev, I want to make a very insensitive joke. Well, you're welcome to make jokes. Obviously, though, if I find it over the line, we might have a problem. Steven, congrats on 2K subs almost. Yeah, someone said I was like 100 away. Oops, God, I just dropped my mouse. Someone said I was 100 subs away. I guess I should probably look. I'm 2 subs away. 2 subs away from 2,000. Weather. No, I'm okay with weather being on there. I probably don't need Xbox stuff, though. Let's see. Terminal, sticky notes, solitaire. I don't need solitaire. I don't really use the snipping tool, but I'm going to leave it. Yeah, all the other stuff can stay. That's fine. Although I'm not sure. What is Game Assist? I don't know what Game Assist is. I don't need that. Feedback Hub? I don't need Feedback Hub. Clipchamp is actually a pretty good editor. If any of you guys have actually used Clipchamp, it's a pretty good video editor for lightweight stuff. It's funny that I can install everything except I can't uninstall Microsoft Bing. That's wild. Microsoft To Do. I don't need Microsoft To Do. I'm not going to use that. I mean, some of this stuff is like you don't really probably need it. You're probably never going to use it, but you might want to have it on your machine just in case. All right, and then is there any Windows updates I need to do? Oh my goodness. Look at all the updates I need to do. Karan, you're so talented, sir. I don't know about that, Karan. That's very kind of you, but I wouldn't consider myself that talented. Hello, Butterscotch. How are you? I guess I should do this. I should do this. Let's just download and install all. This is the part of the process of getting a new computer. Gotta do the chores. I do though have a on my GitHub. I actually have a document I wrote that the last time I set up a new Windows machine, I basically like wrote down everything I did or everything I installed and set up, and I'm probably going to use that as my starting point for setting up this machine. I don't like that it says I should restart now. It shouldn't show me that I can restart until all this stuff is downloaded and installed. Like, this is still downloading and it wants me to restart. This is bad. This is bad design. Ducky Dev. My current rock an i5 13 gen. Yeah, and I think this is an i7 14th gen. Karan, sir, could you teach me your everything knowledge? Well, you're welcome to join our Discord. You're welcome to join our Discord and ask questions, and we'll be glad to try to do our best to help you learn whatever you want to learn. But I wouldn't consider myself to be like the most knowledgeable individual. Which is the kind of content I try to make. I try to make content that's less about me trying to like teach other people or try to position myself as some type of expert. I want to make content that's more about like, here's what I'm learning, here's what I know, here's what I've learned, you know, and I'm just sharing it. Like, it's a way for me to teach the things I know, but I'm not really trying to position myself as an expert because I'm far from an expert. Something just happened. I don't know what just happened, but something just happened. This says it's installing 0%, so I should probably wait to restart until this doesn't say 0%, right? But sometimes I feel like sometimes things can be stuck at installing 0% for a while. Ducky Dev got hit for spamming? What was he spamming? Nightbot dropped the hammer on Ducky Dev. Stefan, I hate it so much. I'm sorry you hate it, man. Okay, there you go. I think we can restart now, huh? All right, let's restart. Personal. Nice username. Hi, I'm going to build my PC on Monday. Nice. Well, I did not build this PC. I have never built a PC. I just bought this one off Amazon. See you, Toad Sage. Have a good sleep, man. Have a good weekend too. I'm guessing it's Sunday for you almost. Yeah, or the end of Saturday, beginning of Sunday. I hope you've had a good weekend so far. Personal Ryzen 9 7900X and 5070. So it's a workhorse. You got the specs. My specs do not touch that. Well, I guess I should keep this keyboard here. I'm actually going to connect, so I don't have to keep using this keyboard. I'm actually going to connect my Bluetooth see, add a Bluetooth device. Add Bluetooth. I think my keyboard's in pairing mode. There we go. Try connecting your device again. Uh-oh. Well, I wonder why that's the case. Maybe something with the drivers? That sucks. Let's see, Windows updates. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of other things. So I need to restart again. See, Ducky Dev, rest your back, man. Personal, tell me about your spec. Oh, this is so if you want to see the actual link to the computer, I put the link to it on Amazon in one of my Nightbot commands. What bro doing? There should be a link to Amazon, but basically, long story short, it's a HP G9 Mini 800. It has an i7 14700 processor. It only has integrated graphics. It has 20 cores, 28 threads, 64 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabyte of SSD, NVMe SSD. I have way too many cords. The fact that I have not yanked a cord out of any of my computers yet during this process is amazing. I know you guys can't see it, but I have kind of tied myself up here. I'm going to put a picture into Discord of what this looks like right now at the moment. And if you're not in the Discord, you can join the Discord here. My current cord situation is a nightmare. Man, it's taking a long time to update the BIOS. Personal, what do you do for a living? So if you type LinkedIn, if you want to creep on my professional history, you can go to my LinkedIn profile there. The link should be in the chat in a second. But currently I work for a software company that builds a web application. We build a GRC platform, and I am a senior quality engineer. That's my official title. So I do manual and automated testing for web applications. And then in my free time, I like to do web development outside of work. But if I have kind of an eclectic professional background. I was a personal trainer. I worked as a medical scribe. Then I was a food scientist for several years. Then I got a job at a tech company, was a support person, worked my way into quality assurance, and then eventually into quality engineering. Athkins. Hello, Athkins. How are you? How is Nigeria? And good to have you here. First time I've seen you in my chat, so thanks for stopping by. We're having a little bit different of a stream today. Normally, I like to write code and drink coffee and chat with you guys, but today we're setting up a new computer I just got. And I don't know how far I'm going to get into that setup process, but we'll see. How long have I been live for? An hour? Yeah, an hour. Yeah, an hour. So basically, we've been live for an hour, and we're just now getting to the point where I'm gonna actually start configuring things and installing things for my needs. Athkins, Nigeria is good. Awesome. That's awesome, man. I don't know what's happening right now. It was updating the BIOS. I think it might have turned off. Hold on, let me see. No, it's still on. It's still on, so I don't know. There we go. Here we go. It's starting back up. Indie Motor Fun. I'm going to do a VR workout again. I've not done a VR workout. We have a MetaQuest, MetaQuest 3, but I haven't used it to work out. I've heard good things about Beat Saber, though, for getting your heart rate up. Personal. What about AI? AI will replace your work. All are talking about this shit. What your opinion? Oh, I don't think AI is going to replace my work. I think AI is definitely going to probably change the way I work. I think it's going to change the way a lot of people work. I don't think it's going to replace me. At least not in the next 5 years. I know the CEOs of these AI companies are trying to make us think that that's going to happen. But I can tell you, we've been trying to replace manual labor jobs with automation and robotics for 30 years. So do these technologies disrupt people's lives and their work? Yes. But it's always on a longer time frame than what the people who are selling those technologies want to admit. And I'm happy to be proven wrong. And if I'm proven wrong, that's fine. I'll adapt. I'll learn a new skill. Like I said, I was a personal trainer. I was a medical scribe. I was a food scientist. I've been a support person. Been a quality analyst. Now I'm a quality engineer. If the world changes again, I'll adapt. I'll learn a new skill. That's not an issue for me. I just don't. All the hyperbole personal that's going around about, like, I think the CEO of Anthropic just the other day in an interview said something like 50% of all jobs that exist today are going to be replaced by AI in 5 years. Do you know how wild of a proclamation that is? That's so, yeah, and granted, I could be wrong, but I just don't think the world moves that quickly. Indie Motor Fun. Quest 2 is what I have been playing. Gorilla Tag. I've gained muscle. Oh, really? You gained muscle playing Gorilla Tag? Nice. My kids play Gorilla Tag on the MetaQuest. If we have robots do our work, how will we get money? This is a serious question I'm wondering right now. Well, I think anytime there's new technology, there's definitely going to be disruption of existing jobs, but there's always going to be the creation of new things too, right? So I think in that world that you described is like, yes, but someone obviously has to build the robots and program the robots and supervise the robots. Like I don't think humans are ready for a world in which there's not a human in the loop. So I don't know. I think humans have an innate ability to adapt and survive. That's what makes us. That's what makes our species, right, so successful. That's why we are the apex predator on planet Earth. And I think regardless of what next technology comes, I think we'll all figure it out. We're all going to want to survive and thrive, and I think incentives will align to continue to make that happen. Ducties, there's going to be a lot more window washers and hand collectors. You think you really think that like homelessness will be a worse problem than it already is today? I don't know. I'm pretty optimistic. I'm pretty optimistic about the fact that AI is just not gonna. It's gonna be disruptive, but I don't think it's gonna disrupt as quickly as people think it's gonna disrupt. Like I don't know about you guys, but when I talk to people in my life that are outside of the tech space, that don't work in technology or don't love technology and spend all their extra free time in technology, like people like my mom, like my stepdad, like these people are not running around proclaiming AI is revolutionizing the way they live their lives, right? Everyday, average, ordinary people that aren't your classic Twitter tech bros. And so, yeah, I think there's some overestimation happening. I think there's some incentives. I think when Dario Amodei, I think that's how you say his name, when he goes on an interview and says stuff like that, 50% of all jobs will be replaced by AI in 5 years. I think he has incentives for that narrative to be true. But I don't think he's being honest about how likely the probability of that. I don't think the probability is very high. I think when you realize that the big bottleneck for AI is electricity. And if AI really scaled to the place they're saying it's going to scale, the first bottleneck they're going to hit is electricity. We cannot produce enough electricity for them to do what they want to do with AI. And I don't know if you guys know anything about how infrastructure is built, but infrastructure takes time and a lot of capital and a lot of labor, skilled and unskilled labor. All right, we've got one more update we have to get going. Indie Motor, we are going from apex predators to weak fat city people. Sorry if that offends anyone, but seriously, that's what. Well, when I say apex predator, I don't mean we're apex predator in the sense that we can fight a wolf and kill the wolf. What I'm saying is we're the apex predator because we have these ginormous brains that allow us to design, engineer, and manufacture weapons that we can then put in our hands and shoot the wolf with. Right? That's what makes us the apex predator, right? Is our intellectual abilities. Yes, I would like to get the latest. Ducties, I agree with you. I don't think it's going to be as fast as we are told. As long as AI requires a human input to give a result, we are all safe. Yeah, I think AI, and that's why I don't ever want to come across as I'm a believer in AI. I use AI tools. I enjoy working with AI tools. I think AI is going to change the way a lot of us work, but I don't think it's going to eliminate the need for us, right, or replace us. I think it's going to be more of a force multiplier. They're going to be co-pilots. We're all going to have our co-pilot in our pocket that helps us do our job better, more efficiently. We can offload things we don't enjoy to the co-pilot. I use Copilot. GitHub Copilot. I pay $10 a month for that subscription. I use it all the time to do things that I don't care a ton to do, like writing a really great README, right? that's not a ton of fun to start with a blank page and try to write the best documentation. So it's really nice to be able to open VS Code, put Copilot in agent mode, and say, hey, for this repo, can you please draft me a comprehensive README? And it does it. And then I review it and edit it and make changes where I think things should be changed and make it sound more like the way I write. But man, it does save me a lot of time, and then I don't have to do stuff that I don't care to do, or adding XML comments in your C# code, or adding JS doc comments in your TypeScript code, things like that. Indie Motor Fun. WALL-E was a great movie that showed us what our world is going to turn into. WALL-E was a good movie. I don't know if our world's going to turn into that, though. I don't think I believe that. Indie Motor. AI being used to help identify rocks and their sizes in crop fields is a cool invention that I've seen made. That does sound like a cool invention. Yeah. I think, yeah, machine learning, AI, it's it's wonderful technology, right? It's going to definitely change our lives for the better. I just don't see it. Yeah, I just don't get caught up in the hype, I'm one of those people that kind of sits in the middle, and I sit in the middle because I've actually worked with the technologies. Like, I've built things with foundation models, I've explored transformers, I've tried to implement solutions that involve using foundation models, I've built POCs, I use Copilot in my editor every day, I interact with ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. So I use these things, right? So I'm not coming from this place of like hyperbolic one-time use novelty. I'm coming from a place where I've been using these things for the last 2 or 3 years consistently, and so I see the good, but I also see the shortcomings, and I also see the places where they fall short, and I don't try to make it all good or all bad, which I think is the intellectual dishonesty that sometimes I see floating around the interwebs these days when it comes to AI. Indie Motor Fun. I'm a mechanism mechanic. I see things that others might not be seeing. What's a mechanism mechanic? I've never heard of that profession. What does a day in the life of a mechanism mechanic look like? Noku, what's up, Noku? Hulu, how's it going? Got a new PC? Yes, I did. I bought a PC Thursday evening. I had been kind of, for the last 8 months, 12 months, I had kind of been obsessively looking at mini PCs on Amazon because I was thinking, man, I'd really like to have a PC that has a little bit more horsepower, mainly in terms of RAM, right? It's not as I was pretty happy with the processors I've been working with, but I've only ever had a PC that has 16 gigabytes of RAM, and I'd really like to have something that has a little bit more. And so I was Thursday night was scrolling through some of those mini PCs on Amazon, and I came across one that I had been looking at that was 50% off. So it was like a $2,200 computer for $1,000. It's an HP Mini, or HP G9 Mini 800. It has an i7 14700 processor, so that's the last year's generation processor. It has 64 gigabytes of RAM and 2 terabytes of NVMe SSD. And I was like, man, that's like, I don't know when I'll ever be able to snag a computer, a $2,400 computer for $1,000. So I kind of jumped on it. It was kind of an impulsive purchase, but it was something that I have been wanting to buy, and I was just kind of waiting for the right opportunity. So that's what we're doing today on stream, is we're We're kind of setting it up. I don't know how far I'll get into this. We've been live for an hour, and I'm still sort of like installing all the Windows updates and all that stuff. I haven't gotten to the point of like installing VS Code and setting up NeoVim and configuring my PowerShell profile and all that stuff. Dogman. Yo, what's up? Hello, Dogman. Yo, Dogman, when you post memes in Discord, I never know what your memes are about. Which I feel bad about, but like I don't ever get the memes. Indie motor fun. It's hard for me to explain basically. I'm really good at making things work through the basic mechanisms such as pulleys, levers, axles, and wheels, and wedges, and all those. Interesting. So you're a mechanic. So do you mind sharing like the company you work for? Because I've never heard of a mechanism mechanic. All right, let's go. Maybe this will be our last restart. Noku, that's super cool. Have fun with it. Yeah, I'm planning on having fun, but right now we're in the fun part, but more of the chore part. Stefan, can you make me gym equipment? Yes. Yeah, Stefan, you should go on rogue.com and just pull the specs off of some of the equipment you want and then send them over to Indie Motor Fun and see if he can hook you up. Wow, it's almost 1 o'clock. Jesus. I need another cup of coffee. So I think I'm going to, once this restarts, I think I'm going to go pull another shot of espresso. Have you guys tried Google Veo, the video generation model that Google released? Flat packs are so good. I love them. What are flat packs? Oh, Stefan, did you ever get your Shakespeare, your metal shaker? Did you ever get that? Oh, we're almost there. We're 90%. You guys can't see it, but we're 98% there. Ah, yes. Look at us. Where's my mouse? There we go. It should arrive in like a month. Oh, dang. It takes a month? Shoot. Indie Motor. I don't work for a company. I'm a 17-year-old kid that has a learning disability that helps me learn faster by observing things. I learned how to drive an old 1950. Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, sorry. I thought you were like, when you said you're a mechanism mechanic, I thought that you were like a older person who actually had a job and stuff. Noku, good luck with the setup. I've never had multiple computers, just my 8-year laptop, but I've had to reinstall Windows like 3 times. So I know the pain of setting things up again. Yeah, setting up a new computer, it's like a bittersweet thing, right? It's a ton of fun because obviously you got a new thing, right? But then there is the bitter part of it, which is I've got to remember all the different things I need to do. All right, I'm gonna Bluetooth. Now I'm gonna try to set up my Bluetooth. Hopefully there are going to be no more updates. God, No, completed. Okay, yeah. So you're up to date. Okay, nice. All right, so now I'm going to try to Bluetooth my other keyboard so I don't have to keep using 2 different keyboards. Let's see, add a device, Bluetooth, FN3. We are in pairing mode. There we go. Huh. I wonder why it doesn't want to connect. Let's see if I can connect my mouse. Well, that's not a good sign, is it? No, I don't want Google data. I want dark. I want vertical. Dark and stormy is fine. Finish. Let's see, Windows, Bluetooth, failed to connect. Oh God, now we're using Bing to search. We need to fix that. What if I try turning it off and on? How about that? Ah, that sucks. Stefan's gonna get him to make him a power rack. Stefan. Noku. And oh man, having to log back into all my accounts and stuff. Wait, yeah. Logging into all the accounts, setting up all the things. I wonder if there's a way I can check how to update Bluetooth driver. Open device manager. Select, okay. So device manager. Okay, it looks like I have all the latest drivers. So why doesn't it want to connect? Anybody run into this problem before? Steven, read my message above. Well, you're asking for a power rack. I thought I read it. Is that what you're talking about? The power rack message? Oh, Flatpak. You're talking about the Flatpak. Flatpak is a package manager, sort of, that works universally on all Linux distros. It has its own store, isolates the pack. That's cool. So, for example, I don't really trust Discord people to not spy on me. I install it with Flatpak, so it's isolated from the rest of the system. That's very cool. Yeah, that's very cool. Noku, how to update Bluetooth driver? Why, yes, of course you can't, because Windows is that awful when it comes to drivers. Have fun finding out the manufacturer's driver page. Yes, this is unfortunate because, while I probably don't need to have my stuff Bluetooth, I'd like to be able to use my existing, because my mouse and my keyboard support connecting to more than one device. I wonder, can I see, how do I see the air? I wonder how I can try connecting your device again. Bluetooth Windows. Try connecting. I did solve the problem by reinstalling the Windows OS. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get too far along in this computer if there's a hardware issue. You know? Jupiter and Earth asked me, what's the issue with Bluetooth? I'm an engineer. Oh, nice. Maybe you can help me. Ariz, try Windows troubleshoot? Yeah, maybe. So basically the issue is when I try to add a new Bluetooth device, so obviously if I set this device into pairing mode, it's being properly discovered, but then whenever I try to connect it, I get this. Try connecting your device again. Well, that's good for you, Indie Motor. Fun. It's a very random message, but I'm glad you're exploring your imagination. I wish there was a way I could, like, oh, device USB requires further installation. That's a long time ago. Device configured. Device not started. Device USB had a problem. This makes me think there's something wrong with the hardware, huh? Let's see. Disable device. Enable device. Yeah, it makes me think there's something wrong with the adapter. Okay, well, I guess I'll manually. Let's see, in Device Manager, select your device, go to the details, in the drop-down, select manufacturer's ID, copy it, search that up on Google for driver. Okay. Properties. In the drop-down, select manufacturers. Or maybe just general. It's definitely probably a driver issue though, right? I mean, more than likely. Why are you not doing? Well, I'm trying to. Let me see if I can. Let's see. I go to Device Manager. When pairing on Windows, make sure your device is in pairing mode. This I've done. So Device Manager. Okay, and then I selected this. I selected the device, but I don't see the other thing you said. Go to details in the drop down, select manufacturers. Yeah, properties. Okay. I'm on properties. Details. What am I looking for in here? Manufacturer's ID. I see compatible IDs. I see hardware IDs. Hardware IDs? Okay. There we go. Copy. Yeah, but these don't look safe. I don't want to download it from here. Maybe I can go to like Realtek's website. Copy the first one. Okay. I feel like you've had to do this before, Stefan. Well, here's the Realtek website. But I don't know if that's actually what I need. This just doesn't look. This site looks sketchy. Yeah, I don't know. This site looks sketchy. Maybe HP has a driver. HP. This is the unfun part of getting a new computer. Nope, that's not it. Let's see. Product ID maybe? Well, how the heck do I find... Alright, this is getting uncomfortable. Snappy driver installer. That installs all the drivers for you automatically. Snappy driver installer. This guy right here? I don't know if I should take advice from someone on the internet, but I'm gonna trust you. Let's see. Is this what I want? Is this what you're talking about, Stefan? Yes? Okay. That's the one. Okay. Nope, that's not what I want. Yeah, I don't use it a bajillion of times when someone has driver issues. Which I guess is, I'm assuming this is a driver issue. I don't honestly know if it's a driver issue. Oh my god, it's going to download 44 gigabytes? Okay, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want to do that. I think we're going to take a different approach, Stefan. I appreciate your help, but I think we're going to take a different approach to solving this Bluetooth problem. You literally told it to download all the drivers. Yeah, I have no idea how to use that tool, man. just calm the fuck down and read. No, well, I am getting uncomfortable because I've been sitting in the chair for like an hour and a half now. And I'm using this stupid ass keyboard and this stupid mouse. But I don't want to go. I don't want to go off. Like, I don't want to go off all the drivers, even the ones not for your system. I don't know. I'm not that smart. Yeah, I don't want to go off the beaten path to fix this. Yeah, I need to go get another cup of coffee. That's what I need to do. Butterscotch, just use Device Manager to update the drivers if you want to do it manually. Well, I did use Device Manager, but Device Manager said Device Manager said all the drivers were up to date. Stefan, congrats on 2K. Oh, did I really? Did a couple more people sub while we were struggling through our Bluetooth? See you, Stefan. Have a good day. Thanks for all your help. Oh, we did. We did cross over 2,000. Well, thank you for whoever subscribed. I appreciate you. Good luck with your Windows issue. Yeah, I wouldn't have this issue if I just would switch to Linux, huh? Maybe this is my arc. Maybe this is how I become a daily Linux user, is I get frustrated with the Bluetooth drivers. And let's see, let's try again. Add Bluetooth device. Oh, I need to actually, well, if this one doesn't work, I am gonna probably go get a cup of coffee and try to, yeah, it's not working. Oh no, that's not it. Yeah, and I'm having the issue with more than one Bluetooth device. So what do I want to do? I'm trying to make the decision if I want to keep working on this or if I want to take a break. Butterscotch, congrats on 2K. Now we have to celebrate our 1K and 2K sub achievements together. Yeah, I guess we need to do like a 1K, 2K stream. Let's see. Yeah, see, I don't. Yeah, see, it keeps telling me the best driver's already installed. There may be better drivers on Windows Update or on the device manufacturer's website, but Windows Update says we're all up to date. Yeah, I think Windows is gonna best us today, folks. Butterscotch, hopefully you start streaming horizontally too. I guess the device manager updates to latest LTS version of driver. Yeah, I don't know, man. I honestly have no idea how to fix the Bluetooth thing. Hello, Abu. How are you? Which I guess means we should just uninstall Windows and install Linux, huh? That's the solution. Let's see. Can you get me a dev job? No, Flubbery, I cannot get you a dev job. Two things you can try. One, uninstall the device, then restart computer. Give another try looking up the driver on Google, or try Stefan's tool. Yeah, I could do those things. Abu, new haircut. Yes, I did get a haircut, so everything is fine. You're fine. How everything is going? Yeah, everything's going good, except I got a new computer, and I can't figure out how to fix the fact that it won't connect to Bluetooth devices, which is kind of frustrating me at the moment. What if you ask ChatGPT or something how to do it? Maybe it's a question that has been typed in AI a few times. That's a good idea. I can try that. I'm trying to install a theme for well, is it a driver issue? Have you checked the settings? I think it's a driver issue. We can see it. There's an error in Device Manager. It's definitely a problem with the adapter. We can see where it attempts to do the, or no, that's not right. So like you can see, and this is old too. This is 1217. Device not started. Here's our driver. It says this device is working properly, which that's the part that I don't understand. But every time I try to connect something to it, it fails. That's the longest it's. Oh, that was the longest it said connecting for. Try something else. Yeah, man, I don't know. I do not know what to do. And I'm kind of tired of fighting it. But I'm not going to configure this computer if I can't figure out how to get the Bluetooth to work. I'll just return it if I can't get the Bluetooth to work. So now my excitement at my new computer is now turned into frustration. Oh shit. Let's see, Windows. Oh. Any thoughts on proposed options? Yeah, I don't feel like, I feel like I'm taking shots in the dark, and I don't feel like I actually know what the problem is. So I'd really like to just do some Googling and try to read if other people have had this issue before, and if there's a way to better diagnose what the problem is. this Reddit. I found a Reddit. I found a Reddit post that says try installing the latest version of .NET. That's funny. Hello, Vikram. How are you? I'm currently on the new computer struggle bus at the moment. Is there anything already connected? Let's see. Show Bluetooth devices. I just think that the fact that this says the device not started, this to me is indicative, right, of something. If the adapter didn't start, right, what? But the thing is, how is it finding devices then? It's also old. This is from 12:17 p.m. So this is like an hour ago. Probably when I first turned the computer on. Real Tech Bluetooth adapter had a problem starting. Vikram, nice. Windows 11, yeah. I was wondering which Linux system what'd you say? I'm wondering which Linux system you are using. I don't use Linux every day. I just use Linux on the VPSs that I have. I use Ubuntu on those. I think this just might be a distraction. Like maybe it did have an issue then, but doesn't now. But the fact that it's reporting itself as working properly. Makes me think that that's kind of a misnomer. Huh. Yeah, I'm all out of luck, man. Yeah, we could try restarting it. I don't. I turned it all the way off. Turn it all the way off. Alright, I'm turning back on. Vikram, that's some problem with the Bluetooth card, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, if there's a hardware problem, Butterscotch, you need some coffee. Yeah, I need to go. I've said it like 6 times and I've yet to get up and actually get more. Part of me, though, is like halfway debating how much longer I want to keep struggling with this or if I want to just take a break. Alright, so we're started up. We're connected. We're gonna add a Bluetooth device. Alright. I mean, it's definitely finding devices, right? So like here, for example, I just put my mouse into pairing mode. So it's definitely finding the devices. But there's something up with the connection, right? Which makes me think it's like I don't know, it makes me think it's a software problem. Because you would think if it was like a hardware problem, it wouldn't find the device. Like the adapter just wouldn't work. Here's to hope part of the Bluetooth receiver is not actually dead. Yeah, maybe it is. I mean, maybe it is a hardware thing. Which at that point, I guess I have to decide, like, is having Bluetooth a big enough thing to me for a desktop PC that I'm willing to, I guess, dump it? Because I'm not going to go through I'm not going to go through all the work of replacing it. AJ, your Electron videos are awesome. I don't think I've ever made any videos on Electron, AJ. You may be thinking of somebody else. Butterscotch, how do I restart Bluetooth services? Bluetooth support services. Restart. You can also restart other related Bluetooth services. Well, the audio gateways probably doesn't have anything to do with it, huh? Okay. Well, it looks like it restarted. Is there a way I can see errors from that service? What Linux distro are you playing? I mean, that's one way we could go with this. I mean, that's definitely one way we could go. We could say screw it. Let's see. I haven't done this yet though. This is probably where I should have originally started all of this. HP G9 Mini 800 drivers. I'm using Windows 11. I'm pretty sure I have this version. I think I want probably both of these, huh? Or, okay. We can use the download and install assistant. Where is it? Yep, I totally did. I saw your Convex and MCP videos, but you also happen to look like a guy I used to follow who made Electron and Nest.js videos. Yeah, I haven't made any Electron or Nest.js. I'd like to experiment with Electron. But yeah, I made some Convex videos. I made a video on MCP. Feds improving. Yo, what you doing? I'm trying to set up a new computer, and right now I think I'm dealing with driver issues. Is I think what I'm dealing with, and I'm trying to figure out how to solve it. Okay, I don't know what the thing I just installed was for. Let's just download both of the Bluetooth things. Okay, so I'm guessing that did what it was supposed to do. I honestly don't know. I think that those things did what they were supposed to do. And then let's also get the Intel one. Oh no, that was the one I had, huh? This is the Intel one. Okay, I think I installed those. So I guess we should probably give it a restart, yeah? Butterscotch Electron is fun. Yeah, I haven't ever... I've used a lot of Electron apps, and now that I know how to build things, you know, for the web, I'd like to be able to see how I can use that to build native apps using Electron. Ved's improving. Also, I tried installing Arch Linux, and I got hella scared and confused since I used a third-party app. So if I tried to merge it with my original, it would corrupt my laptop from booting up. So safe to say I won't be going full Linux till I'm fully knowledgeable and it's a fresh laptop or yeah, I mean it's always risky when you start. You definitely want to make sure that you're fully prepared to accept all the consequences for your decisions when you go down a route like that. All right. If this doesn't work, I might go the Linux route then. Because I think I can always reinstall Windows 11, can't I? Right? Windows 11 is free now, I think. Damn. No luck. That makes me think it's something with the hardware then, because I think I have all the right things. Yeah. What are you struggling with in the hardware? The Bluetooth. For some reason the Bluetooth adapter will discover Bluetooth devices, but it won't connect to Bluetooth devices. And I've Googled around which laptop are it's a HP G9 Mini 800 is the computer model. Actually, there's a link I can put in chat. One sec. What is bro do, or what bro doing? That has a link to the computer on Amazon. I wonder if there's any possibility that I mean, is there any possibility this is like a... I'd like to find whatever error is happening. That there's got to be a record of that error somewhere on this computer, right? Of what's happening. Well, here's what AI says. Okay. Let me know what ChatGPT says. I think somebody else said, hey, you should probably ask ChatGPT. Maybe they know. Bluetooth, Windows 11. Try connecting your device again. This seems like a common error that people have had come up before when I search for it. Yeah, I can't find any good. Here's a YouTube video.
Go to
I know
System,
you guys can't see it, but
the troubleshoot option, and then wait for the troubleshooter to make any changes. Next in the list, start or restart the Bluetooth services by opening Services. Double-click Bluetooth Support Service, choose Automatic within the Startup menu, then select the Windows Start option to run Bluetooth Support Service. Now if the service is already started, start it. Process for all other Bluetooth-related services. Click Browse, select Advanced, click Find Now, select Local Services, click the Select Users Window OK option a couple of times, then read password boxes to clear them. Then choose OK. You may also reinstall your Bluetooth Manager. Right-click on the driver, select Uninstall for Windows to reinstall a generic Bluetooth driver. Based on how I can fix the following, kindly like and subscribe. If you found this list, select other troubleshooters, then press
let's see. We haven't tried this. No, I haven't tried using GPT. On show spec NeoFetch. I don't have NeoFetch installed. Well, that wasn't very helpful. That wasn't very helpful troubleshooting. Oh, here's a security. Yeah. Okay, so I guess that got completed, so that's good. Um Now, I don't feel like restarting these services is going to help, because if it would have helped, they would have been helpful when I restarted the computer. I feel myself getting hangry. See, so like when it says try connecting your device again, like where's the error logged for that, right? There's got to be like an error somewhere. But I don't know where to look. Okay, I think I admit defeat. I think I admit defeat. Part of me feels like I should try the Linux approach and see if the Bluetooth drivers work on the Linux. I mean, that would tell me, right? Wouldn't that tell me if it was a hardware thing? Like if I try to set up Linux and I can't connect to my Bluetooth devices using Linux, then that would probably tell me it's a hardware. Arun, hello Arun. Can you try connecting your PC from your phone, see if it's pairing? That's a good. I guess that's kind of an interesting idea. Let's try that. Excuse me. I can't believe you guys have hung in here with me. Hello, Arun. Good to see you, man. Let's see. Phone link. Instantly access. Whoa. Look at that error message. MS phone link. A COM call to an ASTA was blocked because the call chain originated or passed through another ASTA. I don't know what ASTA stands for. That's a weird. Huh. I don't know what that error means, but. Let's see, check for updates. Is it at all possible that I uninstalled something that I shouldn't have uninstalled? I mean, I guess that's probably a possibility, huh? Well, we've got some updates in the Windows Store, don't we? I don't think these would have anything to do with the Bluetooth, but who knows? We'll let those updates process. All right, I'm gonna go get a drink. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'll be right back. I'm curious, how would you go about installing Linux via dual boot? No, I would just install. I'd get rid of Windows and just install Ubuntu. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. Hello. Well, I guess we should get a USB stick out and start flashing Ubuntu onto it. That might have to be a whole separate stream, though. All right, so I think what we were going to try to see if we could get the phone link app to work. My phone says it's looking for your PC to start Bluetooth pairing. All right, so that worked. All right, so that's sketchy, right? Like, it worked to pair to my phone, but doesn't work. So maybe the issue is my devices? What time is it for you? It is 2:01 p.m. I know this is a very, maybe Bluetooth versions are not. Yeah, maybe that's it. Which, if that's the case, I'm gonna feel really stupid. Let's see, your Steven's phone is paired. We need permission to sync your device's content. On your mobile device, open settings, tap the info. Okay. Turn on share system notifications. Okay. Turn on show. Yep. Okay. To access your. Okay. All right. So yeah. So okay. So the Bluetooth thing works to some extent. It started. Yeah, I really don't want my phone linked to my Windows computer, so I'm probably gonna undo that at some point. But it does beg the question. Well, so then what's incompatible? Oh, now it's not even discovering my... Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, so it must be something with... let's try another keyboard. Oh yeah. That seems odd though, doesn't it? I mean, in terms of incompatibility, like try connecting your earpods. Yeah. Let me try a different keyboard. Okay, that one's sitting for a long time. Why wouldn't my some devices be compatible? Now it's not discovering any devices. Roba. Hello, Roba. How are you? Okay, well, I guess, I mean, that kind of answers the question. Duck D's not engaging in chat because I'm cooking, but I heard you got it to work. That right? I got the Bluetooth to work, so like I have my iPhone paired right now to it, but I can't seem to pair it to my existing Bluetooth keyboard and my existing Bluetooth mouse. So I don't know if it's a problem with my devices or if pairing my phone works differently than pairing my, like, MX Anywhere should work. I mean, you would think this works with anything. It's like one of the newer Logitech mouses. Yeah, I don't know. Well, the computer works. The Bluetooth adapter works. It's just I need to sort out why maybe it's not working for this specific case. I am gonna try Because right now I'm dealing with two different computers. I'm dealing with the streaming computer, and I'm dealing with the computer I'm trying to set up. So I was hoping that I could set things in such a way that I could use one mouse and one keyboard. But it doesn't look like that's going to be doable. Roba, I'm doing well, man. I'm a dev as well. Oh, very cool. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, so my professional day job is as a quality engineer, but in my free time I like to do web development. And right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be an IT person and figure out how to get my new computer working. Let's see. G9 800 mini Bluetooth spec. It looks like it's a Bluetooth. It says it supports Bluetooth 5.4. Yeah, so I don't know why it wouldn't be accepting of these things. Five point oh is the standard. It should work. Personal IT engineer. Yeah, 5.0. It should work. Yeah, and it works. It works with my other devices. Or I guess I should say these same devices pair with my other computers, right? My other Windows machines. So yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure. I don't know. There's definitely something funky and odd with it, right? Because the fact that it paired with my computer, it's connected to my iPhone, but it. I guess we could try connecting my AirPods too. Let's try doing that. One sec. I gotta get my case. Maybe that .NET advice from Reddit would be the case. Maybe we could try that. Yeah, that Reddit thread did say install the latest version of .NET and everything worked. Okay, let's see if it picks up my AirPods. Yeah, it connected to my AirPods. So it must be these other devices. I don't know what about these other devices it wouldn't like, but although my AirPods don't show up as an output in oh. Maybe I spoke too soon. Creatives use Chrome, dude? No, man. I'm an Edge guy. I like my vertical tabs. It says it's connected, but I don't hear any sound. And now I'm not connected anymore. Yeah, I don't know, something odd. Definitely some strange behavior. Whoops. So what do I want to do? I guess let's try install Chrome OS. Yeah, we could do that. Let's do what that Reddit thread said. I mean, we haven't tried anything else, so .NET SDK. Let's see, all .NET SDKs. Winget. Copy. Well, actually, hold on. Creeper Snack? How are you, Creeper Snack? I mean, I had to do this anyways, so might as well try. What this would have to do with the proper functioning of Bluetooth, I don't know. Man, I've been live for 3 hours. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm definitely gonna, if this doesn't make a change or anything, I'm definitely gonna take a break. Give the machine a little bit of a restart. Where's my... We have too many things going on. If this works, it would be crazy. It would be crazy. Nah. It's just not. It's not going to work with my existing Bluetooth devices, I guess. So I'm gonna have to just have like a plugged-in version. I'm not gonna be able to use Bluetooth, which isn't a deal breaker, but all right. Well, we didn't really get into any of the fun bits of setting up the computer, so that's too bad. But there is a new computer in the house, and I'll probably work through it a little bit off stream, and then yeah, we'll go from there. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm gonna take a break. 3 hours is too long to be sitting in a chair. All right, guys. I hope you all have a good rest of your Saturday and have a good Sunday. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. All right, bye, y'all.